top headlines. International Week of Deaf People 2025 observed being organized by the State Health Society, Hijam Manipur and Directorate of Health Services, Government of Manipur. Directorate of CAF and PT warns against illegal sale of petroleum products in residential areas. Manipur's Taxation Department launches GST drives at Tangkal Bazar areas. Manipur could have averted today's crisis if leaders of the state followed the principles of late Lamyanba Hijam Irabot, Manipur, says Linto Governor. Manipur police seized large cache of drugs, arrest one in Infal East. Nepal interim Prime Minister lowers legal voting age from 18 to 16 after Gen Z protest. Hello, good evening and welcome to ELITETV. You're watching ELITETV Primetime News with me, Somirin Kasar. Now the news in details. The State Health Society, Hijam Manipur and Directorate of Health Services, Government of Manipur has today organized and observed the International Week of Deaf People 2025 being held at Indian Medical Association Manipur State Branch Heritage Hall, Lamphel. The observation has been attended by Dr. Champo Conmate Director, Directorate of Health Services Manipur, Dr. M. Dinesh Singh, Mission Director, State Health Society Manipur, and Khoibi Singh, Directorate, CRC, SRE Infal, and Nongmaitem Kalpana Devi, Head Mistress, Deaf and Mute School, Takil. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Champo Conmate, Director, Manipur Health Services, expressed that people who are impaired in listening and speaking power must not be looked down upon, and stressed that such people must be empowered and encouraged by all. He also stressed the need to provide opportunities for education to such deaf and dumb people. He highlighted that for such people, sign language serves as the most important means of communications with other people, and there is also equal need to train the normal people on the sign language for better communication with people who are suffering from speaking and listening impairment.
Napang Basundu, Akway Hantana, Yumbi Weshe, Adubu, Mokoibu, Yapam Credit Tambiraga, Sumhena already Pagani Habido to one Tamsida. With that sign language, they will be able to communicate with our normal people.
Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Officer on special duty, Petroleum Oil and Lubricant, Hijam Irabot, has expressed that if people who are indulging in illegal selling of petroleum and other related products must stop within the next 15 days, failing which legal actions under Prevention of Black Marketing and Maintenance of Supplies of Essential Commodities Act 1980 shall be initiated against such person. The statement was made today during the press meet held at the Directorate of Information Public Relations DIPR office at Nityaipat, Chutay. Addressing the media person, CAF and PT officer on special duty, Hijam Irabot further stated that the concerned authorities shall initiate investigation measures to look into the process of selling of petroleum products at Andhra and Harold by installing dispense unit machines, and shall look whether such operations are being done in contravention of Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas notification dated 13th March 2002 or not, and shall further investigate whether necessary certificate of safety issued by Chief Controller and certificate of tank test under Rule 126 of the Petroleum Rules 2002 are being processed by the individuals running the business.
Thao ini tentang apa yang mungkin pun terdengar tentang buaya ini. Hari ini apna kalau tahu sebuah yang nak semai terus ini jadi yang mana kalau terus kadang authority kadang kalau mau certify terus kiri gitu hai. Siswa kau ini orang nazar tentang campaign maayo sida kau ini orang meeting macam apa tentang kalau mana lupa mana kau itu campaign tu dia. Jadi memang itu Android itu semai tahu yang bawah masuk rasa gitu. Kalau masih ada di tahu kita nama media gitu, kajian itu apa ini di segi matung dari di anything lain apa petroleum production se koi petrol di petroleum mobile itu terbaik untuk jadi kayak itu bawah rasa.
With the implementation of new GST rules, the Manipur Taxation Department, under the supervision of Joint Commissioner Yumnam Intrakumar, today launched GST drive at the wholesalers at Thangal Bazar areas. The GST drive team also comprised of Superintendent of Taxes and Jeki Kanda, while Pradeep and Data Operator, Field Surveyor and Office Assistants of the department. Speaking during the GST drive, Joint Commissioner Yumnam Indrakumar expressed that after the introduction of the new generation GST reforms, wholesalers, retailers and distributors are bound to display a new amendment GST rates along with the new rules and regulations for information to the consumers. He added that new maximum retail prices of commodities will be effective from 1st March of 2026 and stressed that any shopkeepers, retailer or wholesaler found violating the new norms shall be held liable and accountable under the provisions of law. On the other hand, distributors and retailers of Thangal Bazar
यहाँ पे जीएसटी कानून ब्यूरो में मतलब ग्राहक को आपने कितना प्रतिशत का टैक्स लगाया आप इसलिए देखिए हम ग्राहक को हम किसे बता दें समझ गया बात ये बदल दो जल्दी ठीक है नेक्स्ट टाइम ऐसे करेंगे दिस इज द फर्स्ट वार्निंग नेक्स्ट टाइम ऐसे करेंगे तो पेनल्टी लगेगा MRP इनिशियली कोई फोंग ngam है बदी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की मतुंग इनसु MRP सिदी मोय खुदक तो को यादि कइनो हानगी पैकेज रे लंखुप यादबनिना अद सी मार्च की तांग अमो नि पीरि बो तमसे मार्च की तांग अमगी ममांगदा पैकेट अनोबो सेमबदि MRP अनोबो इरानी अदुगा मार्च की तांग मतुंगदि अमगी मतुंगदि MRP अनोबो लो इरगा लानी अद मरक से MRP अनोबो लाक्तिंगी की मरक से सिगी मरक से हानगी MRP से सिदी इरगसु अखोई कंज्यूमर ने खंगदबनिना हाने MRP से कईगम योनसलक मतमदा सिदी नोई ममन हंदग्रबनी आइगी बोय सिदी हाने 12% लौरमबदो 0 लौरबनी हारेगदि किदंग अवेयरनेस हम लेनबई वानी अद अंगांग सिंजना क्वाइ सिनाइबा बोय सि टेक्सन त लौद्रबनी सुगुम बसिंजे खंगनबा कोइना किदंग अवेयरनेस हम तौजबनी अदुगा अइना मीडिया कांगु यामना थागर फोंदोक्चरिना सिगी अवेयरनेस से मीडिया के थ्रू दगी पब्लिक सिंग्स द लोइनबो योहनबिदो अदुम आई रिक्वेस्ट.
On the other hand, distributors and retailers of Thangal Bazar area expressed that the new GST reforms do not affect their current business and also stated that the new GST reforms shall create greater purchasing capacity for the common masses as well and will be beneficial to all.
सरकार ने 7% डिस्काउंट तौर अब डिस्काउंट है जीएसटी का हंदरे अब हाँ 12 यारो में 5 होइक्रे खराना 0 सु होइक्रे अदु अखोदी पास ऑन अदु तौरनी अब पास ऑन तौवा होग्रे अब consumer ki damakta yam kana dori aba general public ki damakta adu kana ba pangani aba akoi ki business da effect lawa akoi ki the same kanoni aba just tax reform lakpagi tax handabagi wani aba madu handabasi consumer ki kana ni aba
government na tax tari she si angang khoi ki chhatra khoi ki di yam phabo ni aba adu amuga sida nungai te be she chigi mamandi hela boy gi mamandi tahan ba boydi china saga da bindana adu matungda kamai ka moigi company na kamai to go da adu di khoi re go haiba mamde moina kaisu sigi maramda haidi okhina distributor da approach to go da so ujigo notification thok 3 ga haya
Lintok convener Hijam Irabot has expressed that if the leaders of the state followed the ideals and principles of late Lamyanba Hijam Irabot, Manipur could have averted today's drastic crisis and other turbulences in the state Manipur. The statement has been made today in connection with the observation of 74th remembrance of late Lamyanba Hijam Irabot being organized by Lamyanba Irabot Ningsing Thoram Observation Committee Lintok and Protection and Preservation Committee Manipur. The observation was held at Manipur Press Club and was also attended by PPCM convener Oinam Pramjit, Lintok convener Hijam Irabot, Lintok co-convener K. Tobal Mite, Lintok co-convener K.H. Goben Luang, Lintok co-convener Y. Tikan Singh, PPCM advisor Laurembam Nganbi, PPCM advisor Soraisam Bemcha, and PPCM advisor Maibam Purnamashi. Speaking on the occasion, Lintok convener Hijam Irabot stated that today's politicians and leaders of the people are not following the ideals of Manipur's pioneers, late Lamyanba Hijam Irabot, and this has resulted in the chaotic conditions which the state and the people are currently experiencing.
Delhi na hairak pa yang chathabuduna maram orakanda ngasi di Manipuri khonai se kangkhong sai re India na divide and rule policy sana dona Manipur da leiriba yelo phurup singa se amasung tongan community leirib sing se amata punchan bangam dre adu loina na akhoi masen gi marakta amaga thajna bagi oi bokhalon se loina mak mangkhre masina takpadi akhoi na Irabot ki wakhalon neina duna laga su mahaki magna pamjaram bising adu di amata tokde ngasi gi lengak loi rajniti tawri bising asina miam du utchai bani mahaki masagi ojaba khakthi ba bani sathadun leire hai
Irabot na pamami ba karigi damakta magna larik ibo irami bano karigi damakta isai irami bano karigi damakta saireng irami bano karigi damakta sana koda bagi lamda thawa yauna changami bano loina mag masase oja ma oni sudum magi pasigi khongchata loina ga laki hai tare mana karigi damakta miro ta ki bano manaba kunai am sem nabo honna bada apun ba batamdu ki koi ki nithau shasan amadi british shasan ki mayokta makoina praja miyambu nehetna otna to bodo pamaktabadagi matamdugi nithaugi lebak sarkar lebak tuna gi british sarkar tuna yadi haidana lauthoka na underground ta gi na ba
In connection with the observance of the 74th anniversary of late Lamyanba Hijam Irabot, All India Students Federation Manipur State Council and All India Youth Federation Manipur State Council, in support with the James Blood Center, today organized 13th state-level blood donation camp at James Hospital. The blood donation camp, which was sponsored by State Blood Transfusion Council (SBTC) Manipur, was held under the theme of "Give Blood, Give Hope. Together we save lives." Speaking in connection with today's blood donation camp, Manipur State Council All India Youth Federation Vice President K.H. Ramananda expressed that the blood donation camp is being organized as a part of the month-long observation of 74th death anniversary of late Lamyanba Janan Nita Hijam Irabot, commencing from 1st September to 30th September. In today's blood donation camp, a total of 40 voluntary blood donors donated blood.
Hoina miyam ki singpura janai da Irabot ki asing leki da ba misida ekon pizari isi mani iramdam labdam sida igi darkar le rakpa new kaya amada kharado era basu mating pangam ngani habi asad da thamjarakan asigi blood donation program asi pangdok jabani adra ekon pangdok jaba program asi target tok jabasi volunteer koi nifu ki thakta blood tigini hai we sab saban phajab lejari adra holi fawda blood si koi bioi tara degi blood tib hore adma atei su mong ne no personai jiuji mak koi tongan ba counseling ni kari program yam sathari akhata security ni tab phajab lejari.
The R.K. Madhuryajit second Thangta Trophy 205 running trophy has reached Manipur Olympic Association at Imphal from Assam. The handing over ceremony of the running trophy has been attended by R.K. Sanayama, former chairman UNLF, and officials of MOA Imphal. The tournament is scheduled to be held from 8 October to 10th of October, being organized by the Thangta Federation of India, Apunba Korirolgi Malemgi Loop, Huyel Langlong Thangta Association Manipur, Rel Thangta Federation under supervision of Manipur Olympic Association MOA. Speaking on the occasion of receiving the running trophy, R.K. Sanayama, former chairman UNLF, expressed that the traditional sports and art form of Thangta is an important art and sport genre of the state Manipur and is now being taught in schools and colleges as well after incorporating it into educational curriculum. A one-day free medical camp has been organized today by the Arambai Tangle Unit 25 of Uchiwa Lerak Achoba in support with Arambai Tangle General Headquarters Medical Team at Uchiwa Lerak Achoba under Imphal West District. A total of 70 individuals were provided free medical assistance in today's free medical camp. Arambai Tangle Unit 25 stated that the free medical camp is being organized following the recent flash floods which affected parts of Yumnam Huitrom and Chirai Uchiwa due to riverbank breach of Imphal River at Iram Sifai. Arambai Tangle further added that the medical camp aims to combat sudden outbreak of any flood-related communicable disease in the areas.
Ngasi Unit 25 asina asigumba ngangasida excited medical ticket mama hangkutuna miyambu ana layang di damta sauro making pangibi damta ai ngasi unit 25 po hanna thakasari nena ngangasida ibi ba kaza anna magina matam sana nimbi kana asigumba ko sabasi tangmina siya ba ofum sing thamjage ngasi ke on ma ahungba modern relation poropada ngasi unit 25 na lawriba thagangsi ai nakandagi ri ai saitagi yam sauna ngasi develop ta so mate ngani habisi ofum sing thamjage.
Stay with us, we'll be right back after a very short break. Don't forget you're watching ELITETV English News.
Malemgi thakta lamdam asigi leidiba art amasung culture bu ai isana oza guru sing kaya amadagi tamjaraktuna khitangda oirabasu mayamda puthokjaba ngamjaba si ai yamna laibak bani haina aina khanjai ai samak Benita Laishram Manipuri folk performer Art amasung culture na lamdam amagi saktakpagum ay isana isagi saktakpagi maram ama oriba voting right pu matang matam chana sizinaba asi yamna fabra haina khanjai. Lakliba October gitang ama faubada adomna chahi 19 mapung habiba thoklabadi voter list ming sungsoi soidana chansinbiyu amasung citizen ama oibagi voting right lobiyu. Manak nakba voter facilitation center da chatpiduna ming chansinbiyu. Booth level officer, electoral registration officer natraga district election officer ga unabiraga registration tobibasu yagani. Voter Service Portal natraga Voter Helpline App sizinabiraga process asi tobibasu yagani. I'm counted in, are you?
Rural Engineering Department, Manipur State Rural Roads Development Agency (MSRRDA) notice inviting e-tender RT. The Chief Engineer, Rural Engineering Department, Manipur State Rural Roads Development Agency, on behalf of Governor of Manipur, invites percentage bids through e-procurement for e-tender of 55 routes under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana PMGSY 3 Batch 1 2023-24 in Manipur State. NIT number 5/16/2024 MSRRDA e-tender PMGSY 3 B1 2023-2024 NIT 2 RT that Info the 11th September 2025. The bid forms and other details can be obtained from the website www.pmgsytendersman.gov.in with effect from 10 a.m. of 17/9/2025. KH Tembasing, Chief Engineer cum EO, RED MSRRDA Manipur. Humfuganipan Suba Irengbam Chauren Mapok Numit Ningsing Tauram Irengbam Chauren Memorial Trust ICMT na Sinduna Lakadoriba October Taranitoy English and Kungamanga Nongmaizing Numit Ke Yupung Taramatoy Dingin Apungani Taba Fogada Political Status of Manipur English and Chamapan Nifutaret Tagina English and Magachamapan Nifumapan Hyper Topic Asida Irengbam Chauren Memorial Essay Writing Competition English and Kungamanga Pangtok Lagani Medium English Manipuri Meitay Bengali script, English Roman script, form gimaman lupa yangkai, free for internally displaced person. Mafamna category A da Catholic School Kanchipur, category B na Standard Robert Higher Secondary School Kanchipur ni. Haidiba competition asige prize asina category A class 8 tagina 10 amadi category B gina class 11 tagina mathak. First position taraklaba singda lupali sing kun amadi certificate. Second position da lupali sing taramanga amadi certificate. Third position da lupali sing tara amadi certificate. Loinana 7 consolation prize da lupali sing ahum amadi certificate ni. Form available at Manipuri Students Federation MSF Head Office Kwakaitel Thanozam Lekai opposite to Tidim Ground. www.icmtm.com and institution. Pharmacy Thazan Bigi Aroiba Nimitna October Ama English Sanganiga Kungamanga Natragana MSF office or concerned institution Singda. For any official query, please contact 93666940067 Natraga 7085935098. General Secretary Irengbam Chauren Memorial Trust.
Welcome back from the break. Thank you for tuning in once again. Our next top story begins with the Loktak Development Authority (LDA) is currently undertaking cleaning process of the flooding biomass at Loktak Lake under central area, which encompasses several flooding houses, which is also one of the most important tourist destinations of the state Manipur. The cleaning process is being carried out using two amphibious excavators Residents of Central area have been facing acute shortage of water due to piling up of the flooding biomass, and to solve the problem, the Loktak Development Authority, under the supervision of Principal Secretary A.K. Sinha, LDA Chairman and Director Ngangom Sanachoba, have been carrying out the cleaning process of the flooding biomass at the Loktak Lake. Speaking to media persons, Loktak Development Authority Assistant Engineer Ramananda expressed that residents of Sandra area have been requesting to clear the flooding biomass. However, due to inability of the machines to enter the areas, the cleaning process could not be taken up in time. However, the presence of amphibious excavators have made it possible to begin the clearing process and has solved the problems of the residents of the area to a great extent.
Handa tari ba yum sing sigi lei ba maningi Loktak area sing se phum na loina question dana loina khumjan gi nung sa mangan phang da dana apum ba ising manam nam thi bi ising oina ikoina season na rame ba manam nam thi bi dana tan ising ji u ba da thaure ka dana u ba da yamna tan ba adu ba season na da ya da mina koi season na ba season na rabani na madu dagi ising phata ba dagi sandor ko laina makal makha gi laina ka yama mai koina thengna raga lae ba si mayam se kuina thengna raga lak pa dagi LDA department gi principal secretary amasung director da ikoina sengdok pi ona badagi makoina khutak ta thabak ta onthok pirak tuna sengdok pirak padagi aikoi je husik siam nungai re aduga ising aphaba jo season ba phangani aduga Chendra City prime tourist destination oi banina pichribi gi mafam khuding maktagi lam koi ba lae aduga makoi da su mit ki phajaba nungai ba miyeng view du uba phangani masi punamak phangan bagi damakta principal secretary amasung LDA director bu aikoina hanana thagat chat
aikoina hana tawang amamdaba Jingkong Jingja Sumbasi Mayamadi Sengtopi di Haibako Aduga Nasil Sangmaya Davanina Koi Sangmangam Dana Sengtotolera Boto Koi Anova Amphibious Excavator Haiba Anika Koi Low Rojik Tongojik Suribo Posia Sila Badagidi Hariba Mayam Pam Pose Kona Sangaga Sengopanga Me Habase.
A major drug bust was carried out by Manipur police on September 25, leading to the arrest of a 38-year-old woman and the recovery of a large quantity of narcotics in Imphal East District. The accused, identified as Mishnam Kichandra of Kurai Konsam Lekai, was apprehended from Kurai Sajor Lekai under Porompad police station. The operation was conducted with the assistance from members of a local civil society organization. During the raid, authorities seized 23,304 tramadol tablets, 1,390 nitropol tablets, and 1,383 bottles of Percodax syrup. Police said the recovery marks a significant step in the ongoing crackdown against the circulation of illegal drugs in the state. Officials confirmed that the suspect has been taken into custody and further investigations is underway to trace the source and network behind the contraband. Security forces arrested an active member of the proscribed KCB-BWG during a counter-insurgency operation in Imphal East on September 25. The captor, identified as MD Dajuddin Shah alias Baboy, age 37, from Chetri Awang Lekai, was apprehended from Kurai Chairan Thong under Hengang police station. A mobile phone was seized from his possession. On the same day, security teams recovered a large quantity of arms, ammunition, and combat gear during a search in the foothills of Salungpham Mamang Lekai near Ringpam village, Tobal district. The haul included 7.62 SLR rifles with magazine, a carbine with magazine, a rifle, 2 single-bore action rifles, and SBL-BAG, 2 Chinese-made hand grenades, and a locally made explosive, and several live rounds of different calibers. Security forces also seized 10 bulletproof jackets, 40 camouflage pants, 32 shirts, 17 caps, 6 magazines pouches, 21 belts, 13 pair of boots, a backpack, a helmet, 2 handheld radio sets with chargers, a tear smoke shell, an INSAS magazine, and insignia bearing the name and badge of the PLA. Sign Artists and Technicians Association's Manipur Keda has expressed its profound happiness and pride on having conferred the Excellent Research Paper Award 2024 to Soiba Monica Chanu for her research work titled Not Nartan, Ministry of Culture, New Delhi, Government of India, who is currently pursuing research scholar at the lovely Professional University. A release issued by the Keda Secretary Nauroibam Bishwajit has expressed that the award was conferred by Professor Ravi Sharma, former Dean and Head of Department, Maharshi Dayanand University, Rohtang, and Dr. Shrishti Dhawan, PCS Registrar, Bhadgante Sanskriti Vishwavidyala Lucknow during the Non-Nartan 7th International Conference held at Bhadganta Sanskriti Vishwavidyala Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh from 18th to 20th of this month. It may be mentioned that Soibam Monica Jadu, hailing from Patsoi Part 1 under Imphal West District, is the daughter of Soibam Ipomja and Soibam Ongbi R.K. Sartombi, who is doing research work at the lovely Professional University Punjab under the guidance of Dr. Kumar Sargam, Head of Department, Theatre and Music, Lovely Professional University, and Guru Nauram Chiten Singh, Senior Musicologist Director of Expai Uripok Polem Lekai Imphal. The Supreme Court on September 25 turned down a petition seeking a ban of Salman Rushdie's controversial novel The Satanic Verses, effectively upholding a 2022 Delhi High Court ruling. The bench of Justice Vikram Nath and Sandeep Mehta noted that the plea essentially challenged the High Court's order, which has closed proceedings on the petition questioning the Rajiv Gandhi's government 1988 decision to prohibit the import of the book. The High Court had said the relevant government notification could not be produced and therefore had to be presumed non-existent. Advocate Chand Qureshi, representing the petitioners, argued that the book remained inaccessible because of the High Court's judgment. The Supreme Court dismissed the plea, signaling no change in the legal status of the novel in India. The book, which won the Booker Prize, was originally banned for law and order reasons after it sparked widespread protests among Muslim communities worldwide who viewed its content as blasphemous. Nepal's interim Prime Minister Sushila Karke announced on Thursday that the minimum voting age has been lowered from 18 to 16 to boost youth's participation in politics following recent Gen Z protests. In her first televised address to the nation since assuming office, Karke said that the decision was taken to respond to youth demands to create representations and to encourage involvement in the upcoming parliamentary elections scheduled for March 5, 2026. At least 17 people were killed in Israeli strikes across the Gaza Strip on Thursday as international calls intensified for a ceasefire in the nearly year-long war. According to health local officials, 12 people, including 8 children, died when an Israeli strike hit a house and tent in the central town of Zawaita. Another crew was killed in a separate airstrike on a tent in Deir al-Bala, while 4 others were killed in Khan Yunis when an apartment building was hit. The escalating civilians death on toll has prompted renewed global appeals for ceasefires, picking on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly in New York. French President Emmanuel Macron and France recognize a Palestinian state in hopes of isolating Hamas. For ELITETV News channel, contact at email address info@elitetv.in or 94028909882 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, a very quick recap of the headlines once again. International Week of Deaf People 2025 observed, being organized by the State Health Society, Hijam Manipur and Directorate of Health Services Government of Manipur. Directorate of CFNPT warns against illegal sale of petroleum products in residential areas. Manipur's Taxation Department launches GST track at Tangal Bazar areas. Manipur could have averted today's crisis if leaders of the state followed the principles of late Lamyanma Hijam Irabot Manipur, says the Little Governor. Manipur police seized large cache of drugs, arrest one in Info East. Nepal interim Prime Minister lowers legal voting age from 18 to 16 after Gen Z protest. Thank you for watching ELITETV. This is all we have in this edition of Bulletin. We'll come back with more news in details.